there was only a little girl in a yellow raincoat waking up. And a gross place. A horrifying tragedy, as you might think. A place where she gets encountered at first with little gnomes. Gnomes that run away from her. They're scared. They're smaller, but they resemble her in some way. They have this spiked hat. Her hat looks similar. Then the second thing she sees is a man. A dead man hanging from the roof. Only being able to see his feet. Is there so long, or her feet? I'm sorry, it's 2017. After that, she encounters many more tragic things, horrible things, things not made to be seen by children's eyes. But then again, what are we? We see orphans being raised by the janitor. We don't know anything else about it. They are raised. We see them sleeping in their beds. We assume that it's horrifying for them because the janitor looks... he looks... horrifying. I don't know why I keep using this word, but it just describes everything perfectly. Then we see one kid alone, giving us some bread to survive. Otherwise we would have died. The janitor's looking for us. He wants to catch us, capture us. He puts us to the other kids that were probably escaping or were bad. He also put them in cages, which then underline the fact, or at least the theory, that Six is escaping this place. That she was one of them and is now going to survive all of this. We don't know what happened to the kids. We do know that they're there. Our last encounter with the janitor is that we cut off his hands. Now the blind and short man doesn't have hands. The only thing that's left is his hearing. We basically murdered someone. It was horrifying. At the time we celebrated our victory because we were sided with Six. She was our utmost and dearest companion. She was our protagonist, our hero, the one who will escape the mall for the first time, or as far as we know. Then we encountered the chefs. Greasy, ugly, and weirdly moving creatures made to scare us, to haunt us, to taunt us. We were made to taunt them, basically, in the end. We outsmarted them. They're dumb as fuck. They can't move properly because they're fat. We did not kill them, but we escaped them, and we made them break a lot of plates and glasses and wine bottles as we escaped. After that, we saw the light for the first time. We escaped the mall and hung on the outside of it, the outside hull. From there, we saw round weird blobs entering the mall. Why would you enter the mall, you think? Out of your own free will. Then again, you remember the chefs are cooking. For whom? For the children? They only had bread and very simple meals. Then we see them. They have a feast. A feast going on forever, supposedly. After that, we once more encounter the chefs, at least one of them. Where the second one went off to, we do not know. And we escape him through a broken mirror. We move up the elevator, escape more of these fat fucks. As they try to kill us once more, as they try to eat us, devour us. Then we encounter our buddies, the gnomes, one last time. Thank you for playing. We encountered one last time. They offered us food in order to survive. We were starving. And we brutally murdered him. The gnome. We ate him. After that, Six probably had a taste for blood. We went into quarters of the Chinese woman. In there, it was huge. It was a nice place, but all the mirrors were shattered. We were sneaking past her as she was singing. Broke her vase, stole her key. And then she was gone. We thought that she would hunt us. She wasn't. We entered a huge room filled with mannequins, looking like the woman. In the next room, we found a mirror, the last mirror in her room. The mirror we used to kill her. Or not to kill her, to paralyze her more or less. We both were unconscious. For how long, we do not know. And as we saw the woman lying on the ground, we ate her. We killed her. Broke her neck, ripped out her spine, and tasted her blood. From that point on, we no longer identify with Six as being our hero, our protagonist. She's our protagonist, but not our hero. The killing the gnome was one sign that Six is not a nice person, and then killing the Chinese woman set that in stone. We entered the mall. We left. We exited the mall by killing at least 10 to 20 people. They were ugly and greasy. They were trying to kill us. Well, we killed them in cold blood. Now we are outside of the mall. We did what we wanted to. Okay. That was a quick recap. Oh man, that was fun. It was so fun to do. Okay. So we just exited the lab, the stairs, came out here. That's an island. The mall was floating a hunk of metal in the middle of nowhere. And now we're in an island. We were still in the mall a second ago, now we're on an island. Is the sea just... is there a second level of sea? The mall is a weird place. And we'll never coming back here.